All right, welcome to session 4 of our business planning workshop. Like I've always mentioned, this business planning workshop is designed to help you develop your own business proposal, your startup plan, or your business growth plan. And if you follow what we are teaching here, definitely you should be able to develop your own business plan. We have covered some sessions, and I want to believe that from the session we covered yesterday, you have been able to develop your business description. Please, if you have been able to develop your business description, kindly let us know in the comment section. Just let us know in the comment section. Let us know how many people are really following up. If you are having any challenges, our team is on ground to also help you and support you. And you can chat us up on WhatsApp. Just check the description. Every line that you need for your assistance is there in the description to this video. All right, so now let us now move forward. Today we are going to discuss the third session of the business plan, and the third session of every business plan is what we call the market analysis. The market analysis session of the business plan is the areas that assess the market, the demand of the market, the size of the market, the structure of the market, the nature of the market, the behavior of the market, and your competition. Who are those that are competing, that are in the same line of business with you? So this session of the business is also very, very important, because it is in this session of the business that you're going to identify what we call your weak client and your can't client. Your can't client are clients that can't buy from you, right? Customers that have the money and have the need for your product. And then your weak clients are customers that are willing to buy from you. They have already promised that they are going to buy from you. So this session is very, very important. Then this session also helps you to identify your competition. What are the things that your competitors in the industry are doing? People that have been there before you. What are the things that they have been doing? How have they been able to evolve over the years? What are their lapses? What are their strengths? So this session is a very, very critical part of the business plan. And so now let us dive into the step-by-step process that you will need to follow in order to be able to develop your market analysis. Now, your market analysis is going to be divided into about 5 or 6 sessions, 7 sessions. It's going to be divided into 7 sessions. And the first session is what we call the industry overview. The industry overview. Now, remember that when we were discussing executive summary and business description, we told you that it is divided into, it is made up of different paragraphs, 6 paragraphs each of executive summary and business description. But now we are talking about market analysis, and I'm saying that in market analysis you don't work with paragraphs. Of course, you are still going to have paragraphs. For example, under each session you can have like 2 paragraphs under each session. So I just need you to know the difference, right? Of course, you can still have just 1 paragraph for each of the sessions. It's still okay. But you just need to know that here you work based on sessions. And the first session is what we call industry overview. Now, what we mean by industry overview? Every business exists within the industry. The oil and gas industry, the banking industry, the marketing industry, the finance industry. So these are what different industries. And what is the first thing you need to do in this session? You need to start by describing the industry that your business operates in. Identify it and to describe it. How does it look like? How does it operate? And then you're also going to include the trends, the growth statistics. What is the statistic of growth that should be recorded in that industry? When we talk about growth statistics, is how many people, how much is that industry currently generating. If you have been reading news, you'll be hearing that so industry is worth $6 billion, is worth $20 billion, and it will be worth $50 billion by 2030, right? Now that is what we are talking about. You need to be able to come up with your growth statistics. Then you need to also be able to mention the key drivers that is relevant to the industry, such as demand for sustainable products. For example, if you talk about the energy industry, talk about the power and energy industry, where we begin to mention things like green energy, solar power installations, and all these things. Now, these are industries, and this industry have what we call key drivers. The key driver is the need for sustainable power, the need for a renewable power. So these are key drivers. So every industry have key drivers, things that are driving the business towards success, and you need to be able to identify this. If you have done these 2 things, then you are done with the session 1 of your market analysis. Now, in session 2 of your market analysis is going to be focused on your target market, strictly on your target market. Here you are going to deal a big blow to your target market. You are going to demystify your target market by one, identifying your target audience, including their demographics. When we talk about target market demography or audience demography, here we are talking about their age, we are talking about their income, we are talking about their education, what is the orientation, what is the psychography, the lifestyle, the preferences, the buying behavior of your target audience. These are things that you need to detail down, you need to write down carefully in the second session of your market analysis. Then also, you're also going to highlight why this audience needs your product or services. You have mentioned it before, I'm mentioning it again, because this is the proper session for you to be able to do this and do it justifiably. You are going to state something similar in your executive summary, but it is just a summary. This is the session where you are going to detail why these people need your product. Remember that I've mentioned that the first thing you need to do is to identify your target audience, their demographics and their psychodemographics, like their lifestyle, their preferences, their buying behavior, their income, their education, their age, their location, where are they, So this is what the second session of the market analysis needs to deal with. Then let's move over to the third session. Now, in the third session, you are going to deal with what we call the market needs. What is the need of the market? You are going to explain the specific problem or gap in the market that your business is trying to fill. What is that gap? What is that space that your business is trying to fill? What lapses are you trying to capitalize on? What are the opportunities you are trying to capitalize on? You need to identify this and mention it in details. And then secondly, you need to show how your product or service fulfills these needs. Okay, so what is the need of the market? What is the market looking for? And how is your business idea or business that is already in existence structured to meet these needs, right? All right, then let's move over to the fourth session. Now, the fourth session is what we call competitive analysis. In competitive analysis, you are going to look at your competitors, people that are already offering the kind of product or services that you want to offer, right? So you want to look at them and look at what they are doing and how well they are doing it, right? So the first thing you need to do is to identify your direct and indirect competitors. Your direct competitors are those who are selling the same product as you are selling. Your indirect competitors are people who are selling a complementary product to what you are selling, right? So a product, they are not selling your indirect competitors are not selling the product you are selling, but they are selling the product that if your clients see the product, they may prefer to buy that one instead of buying this one, even though they are not the same product, because it is going to give them the same result. You understand? Very good. The next is we're also going to provide an analysis of your competitors, the SWOT analysis of your competitors. Your SWOT analysis, will mean their strengths, their weaknesses, their opportunities, and the threats that faces them, the threat that confront your competitors. And you're also going to provide their unique selling propositions. The reason why you need to do this is so that you ensure that you are not doing the same thing with your competitors. You are not offering the same thing as your competitors, and that you are not using the same language that your competitors are using. Are we together? So this is very, very critical. And then lastly, the next thing you need to mention in the competitive analysis structure of the business, of your business plan, is to highlight how your business can differentiate itself from your competitors. Now that you have been able to identify the strength, the weakness, you are able to do a thorough SWOT analysis of your competitors. You now want to tell us how your business is going to differentiate itself. So do you see how structured and how inspiring a business plan can be? This is why you cannot do without a business plan. So if you have been able to identify your competitors and analyze them using the SWOT analysis format, then you come here and differentiate yourself from them. What are the things that they are not doing that you will do? You understand? What are the things that they are doing and you had in mind to do before you step it down because they're already doing it, or you repackage it? You understand? Then the fifth session of your market analysis is what we call the market trends and opportunities. Remember we talked about trends earlier. Trends refers to happenings, things that are happening within the industry, right? So highlight what any trends such as what changing customer preferences or emerging technologies. Customer preferences can change over time as people are growing, their needs are changing. There are medical reports coming out, medical research coming out, say don't consume this, don't consume that. You know, these are things that are going to be influencing customer preferences. So customers are going to begin to pay attention to their health. You can be serving a customer that is not health conscious, and they can be consuming your product even though it is not health wise for them. But once they become health conscious, that is a trend, because it is not going to affect their preferences and their buying behavior, isn't it? So you need to highlight that. Then emerging technologies. What are the technologies that may come and override the product or the service that you are offering? You need to identify it. The next is to identify opportunities that align with your business. What are the opportunities that will come up? Once we have technology, we have disruption in an industry. The disruption that comes in extinct products, and it also brings new opportunities. So you need to sit down in this session, which you call the fifth session, which is market trends and opportunity, to identify these things. Now, if you have done this, then you are done with the fifth session of your market analysis. Then we move over to the sixth session. Now, the sixth session focuses on market size and growth. Market size and growth. Now, this is very, very important. Now, here you are going to provide data on the size of the market and projected growth rates. What is the actual size of the market? Your weak client and your client, what is their numbers? How many are they? Where are they? Right? And then what is the possibility that they are going to increase in number? You need to identify, you need to state it. How will they grow in number? What are the factors that is going to drive their growth? What will be your responsibility in driving that growth? You understand? So you need to be able to state that. The next is use reputable sources and include local context. That is very, very critical. You need to localize your context, whatever it is that you are doing. Then you need to be able to make reference to sources, because these data are not data that are going to fetch out of your head. That is why you need to mentioned in section 1 that business plan requires research. Business plan is not just sitting down and writing good English. It requires you fetching out the reality of the market with together. So that is very, very critical. So you need to be able to provide us these data. And when you are providing this data, you need to be able to quote, okay, this is coming from MBS, this is coming from this agency, from the other agency. You need to be able to state the agency from where you are getting these data. If you have done this in session 6, then you are done. Then let's move over to session 7, which is the last session. Session 7, the last session, challenges and risk. Here you are going to identify the challenges and risks that is involved in your line of business. Every business have challenges, every business have risk. Every industry have risk that you need to take. So here you are going to identify these risks. So you acknowledge potential challenges such as economic conditions, competition, technology inventions and all that. You need to be able to identify these potential challenges. Then secondly, briefly outline how your business plans to address this risk, right? How will your business come out of it or navigate through this risk? How are you going to mitigate the risk? So that is very, very critical. So once again, I want to thank you for participating in this session. Don't forget that at the end of this, attached to the description of this video is a link to a post where we have a classic example of what your market analysis should look like and the step-by-step processes that I've already mentioned in this video. So please click on the link, go there and start developing your market analysis today, right? Like I mentioned, that material is sufficient and enough to assist you in doing that. But if you need any other assistance, there are contact in the description that you can reach out to, or you can just drop whatever your concern is, drop it in the comment section. If you are going to start writing your market analysis section of your business plan today, please drop it in the comment section and we can even provide you more resources through your email. Thank you very much for watching and remain blessed. See you in the 5th edition. Thank you.